I think the most impressive performance I saw this weekend, and one of the most impressive performances I've seen all year, was Jalen Hood-Schifino going into Mackey Arena, going into a top 5 environment in all of college basketball in a rivalry game as a freshman. When Purdue basically said, we are going to double team Chase Jackson Davis the entire game, even when he doesn't have the ball, we're not going to guard Race Thompson. We are going to make Jalen Hood-Schifino be the guy to beat us. He put up 35 points. He was 14 for 24 from the floor. He was unfucking believable, and I don't think that that's saying too much. T.O., what do you make of that performance? And at this point, I think I would say, and I want your reaction to this, I think I trust Indiana more as a team in March than I trust Purdue as a team in March. Is that a hot take?
That is certainly a take. I don't know that it's all that hot, though. I think Indiana's been good all season.
Would you call it mild salsa, medium salsa, jalapeno salsa?
Taco Bell mild salsa.
Okay.
That's where I'm at. Little packet of mild salsa take. No, I think the crazy part is sometimes you need a freshman to step up and be big, especially if there's these uber talented freshmen. How about the fact that he took 24 shots and got to the free throw line 7 times? Like there's no game too big. And in Mackey Arena, for him to do that, I mean, flat out impressive. He was the best freshman on the floor. I don't think there's any debate. In that game, he was the best player on the floor. I mean, he's somebody so big, so strong, so athletic. I mean, he was ready-made to have a great season.
You can't speed him up. That he just kind of goes where he wants to go and gets where he needs to get. And sometimes he makes the shots and sometimes he doesn't.
And he's big enough to go slow as a freshman. Like, he doesn't have to speed up because he's 6'6", 215. So like, he can hold guys off. And the fact that he's willing to take 22 shots inside the arc against Zach Edey, it's impressive. It's impressive. But to say that they're a bigger threat than Purdue, I could go with that wholeheartedly. I could go with that just because Indiana's finally making some shots, 7 of 15 from 3, but they're not overly relying on it. Like, it's a team that can really play well in March. And under Mike Whitson, Indiana's defended both years, and that's not going to change.
Fanta?
Indiana's biggest thing coming into the season was what was going to happen on the perimeter for this team, and would they have enough out there? The thing about Jalen Hood-Schifino is he's not just one of the best freshmen. He's one of the best players in America right now at being able to create his own shot.
Sure.
He can come off of a high ball screen. He gets to the elbow. If you give him even a little bit of space, he's going to be able to capitalize off of that. As a spot-up guy, he's got it. The fact is, Trace Jackson Davis said before the season that part of the reason why he also came back to Indiana was because he saw the talent that Mike Woodson was bringing in, and he wanted to play with that. And he said flat out, we weren't getting that before Woody. He's being pretty honest. Now, NIL, all that stuff has something to do with it. But the fact is, guys, that they are showing us why they were the Big Ten frontrunner to begin with right now. And for it to come without Xavier Johnson is a testament to sometimes you figure out a different identity when you do get dealt a tough injury at surface level.
Sure.
And one wonders, would Jalen Hood-Schifino have this much aggressiveness be at this level if Johnson was on the floor for the whole year? Honestly, by Johnson going out, it meant that Hood-Schifino was going to be on the ball more, that he was going to have to make more plays, and that he didn't have to look over his shoulder. Not that he was going to have to with Johnson, but the fact is, he's got to be that dude. Sure. And he is being that dude for this Indiana team. He is the perfect blend with Jackson Davis. And now they have 2 guys late in the game that can go get theirs. And the fact is, we've also talked about, Rob, a lot of these teams with elite post players. Okay? But at the end of the day, a post player typically isn't the guy with the ball in his hands with 10 seconds on the shot clock. And if he is, they're setting him up there for a look. Now they've got multiple ways that they could beat a defense. And Hood-Schifino is becoming that. He has become that guy. He is one of the more dangerous playmakers in all of college hoops heading into March. And to do that at Mackey Arena, guys, 35 points, 14 to 24 from the floor, add 7 rebounds as well. That was cold-blooded. IU is a dangerous team. They haven't made a Sweet 16 in 7 years. I'm thinking more than Sweet 16 for this team if they play their best because they've gotten better defensively as the year's gone on. Now the biggest question is when Johnson comes back, will they be able to have everything still in place?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you this. When it comes to the NCAA tournament, I can almost assure you that I'll have Indiana going farther than anybody else. I think I'm probably going to have them in the Elite Eight. I feel comfortable enough penciling them in there. They got multiple guards. Trey Galloway, to me, I said this last night on the show. He's the most quintessential white Indiana dude that I think I've ever seen play basketball.
Yeah.
And look, if you think I'm wrong, I'll tell you this much. You can go to play.runyourpool.com/field of 68. We are hosting a bracket pool, guys. We are partnering with Run Your Pool, which is the home of competition where you can bring sports fans and their friends together to connect and to compete. They have over 50 types of games, guys, on Run Your Pool. It's a one-stop shop for sports gaming. There's more than 2 million players in their database, and there's no better place for you to run your bracket for your friends, your family, your office, your whatever. There is a reason why we are partnering with them, and we're doing it through Run Your Pool. It's the best that you can get. We are going to have a poll up there. I told you the link. It's going to be linked in the description below. We are giving away $1,500 in cash prizes. $1,500. $750 to first, $300 to second, $200 to third, $150 to fourth, and $100 to fifth place to jump in there and prove that you know ball better than me, better than Fanta, better than T.O. Everybody from Field of 68 is going to have a bracket in this pool. I'm making you guys do it.
Can staffers win?
Not this prize, but I am going to put up my own money to whoever wins from the Field of 68 crew. All right. So we can't have you win one of these prizes, but I will make sure that whoever wins from our crew will be getting some kind of reward.
I'm so excited. I'm excited.
I can't wait. Hold on. Let me finish. I got to finish the ad read. So head over to play.runyourpool.com / Field of 68. Get your picks in when the brackets are live. Remember, that will be Selection Sunday, March 12th. We also have a big Selection Sunday show coming up, but we're going to promote that a little bit coming up here. Last thing I'll know, Run Your Pool. You don't just have brackets on there. You have Survivor. You have head-to-head games. You have Pick X games. You have squares. You can change the way that you do scoring. You can customize how you are going to have specific rules in your brackets. I'm not kidding when I say there's a reason we partnered with these guys. They are the best that they can do it. They are the best that are doing it currently. All right. I'm going to tell you this.